Yes, last night's Dancing with the Stars was spectacular. It's basically sex covered with this much fringe. No, actually it's more than that. It's about overcoming whatever it is, a few pounds, or this year, MS or cancer. In the past, you may have seen ESPN's Kenny Mayne do Dance Center on the show, but before he did that, I had my own version with Dirk Nowitzki. Yes, we met at my apartment every week to analyze his boss when he was on the show, Mark Cuban. Roll that videotape.
I wouldn't have worn that, but if he feels comfortable in it.
Trailers.
Are there like patches on his jacket?
Yeah, what is that?
I'm not sure about all the faces he's doing.
I ain't got no cigarettes.
Do you have any suggestions for him as you watch?
And maybe I would work on the face a little bit. Stop smiling so damn much.
Yeah, and we were going to do that weekly at my apartment. However, Mark Cuban only lasted 2 to 3 weeks. Anyway, this morning we have our own comic take on Dance Center. Joining our esteemed panel is Zach Stevens of Arthur Murray Dance Studios in Dallas and Plano, along with Richard Rollins from the Fast and Loud. There you go. Richard, we wanted your insight into the ballroom dancing competition simply because we're hoping you've never seen the show before.
Well, since it airs right on top of mine, I don't really watch it.
Oh, well, that's a good reason. All right. Let's get started, shall we? The most unbelievable transformation from last night was Bill Engvall, or shall I call him Twinkle Toes? Hot stuff. He's got the moves. Keyshawn Johnson, on the other hand, not so much. He's no Emmett Smith. Roll that tape.
These are guy shoes, right?
Yeah, definitely.
I'm going to catch so much flack from my friends.
Yes, that was good. Yes, yes, yes.
If I had to describe ballroom dancing, I would say it's a little bit feminine to me.
There we go. That's it.
Oh, God, it's so embarrassing.
Richard, thoughts on that Keyshawn dance? Did you see any hip action?
I was like this most of the time.
How? Let's see that again. How?
Kind of like this.
Okay, very good. So the hips need maybe a little loosening?
He looks like a big guy, so he looks like he was moving fairly well for a guy of his stature.
Okay, very good. Good insight. Zach, what did you think of the redneck dancing king, as he called himself, I guess, of the ballroom?
Well, I think he actually did much better than I thought he was going to do.
Oh.
He was pretty comfortable with himself. I mean, he wasn't the best dancer, obviously.
No, you know, and personally, if I could put my own personal thoughts into this, I thought the judges were much more critical of him than another comparable competitor in Jack Osborne.
I agree. Totally.
Oh, there you
Absolutely.
go. Thank you very much. All right, there you go. Now, next, there was Snooki, or Nicole, or Snicole. She had sass and class. There you go. She's all grown up. Yes, indeed. And we have some videotape of that. What did you think of Snooki, or did you happen to see her dancing?
Well, like I said, it airs right on top of my show, and I was at my new restaurant watching it.
Well, take a look, and what do you think?
She looks a lot like the other guy we saw, but just squished.
Okay, very good. That's good. Mark looked like he was giving birth, however. I don't know if you've seen that. Yeah. You may want to see this. Spooning with his partner, Christina. Aaron, what did you think of that contemporary number?
Well, I think it was interesting that they added contemporary. That was a new twist to the show.
Yes. And do you think it's easier than ballroom? I mean, because you could just move the way you want to move.
It just depends on the background of each individual, I guess.
All you need is smoke.
Well, there you go, smoking.
and some mirrors, I guess. Yeah.
That's right.
All right, there that is. There's the spoon right there. All right, now, if you go on Dancing with the Stars, we know it can sometimes lead to love. That's right, some of these couples can't seem to keep their hands off of each other. Check out PETA's shameless flirting. Let's roll that videotape.
So, are you single?
Oh, that's how we're going to start this. Huh?
Yeah.
I am.
Really?
Yeah.
Just happens that I am too. Huh?
Really? My mom is a big fan of Dancing with the Stars. When I told her I was going to be on the cast, she said, "Brad, I'm freaking out in Walmart right now. I'm freaking out."
Right.
I just want to do something.
Freaking out in Walmart.
She gets a 10.
She gets a 10?
Yeah.
You haven't seen her dance?
I don't care. watching.
He saw the dress.
Yeah, there you go. And Amber from Glee. Hey, she can really cha-cha. Her and Derek killed it. What else can you expect from him? He's like a rubber band, isn't he?
He's really good.
Explain his and her dance last night. There it is, right there.
Well, I was the most impressed with them because when you looked at her at first, you went, wow, she doesn't look really in shape and more like a dancer, but wow, her attitude and the way she went for it, and I mean, you got to give her props. I think that she was the biggest surprise of the entire show. I mean, for her, I would give her a 9.
You give her a 9. Richard, do you consider her fast and loud?
I didn't watch the show, so I'll keep that comment quiet.
Gotcha. Bill Nye, the science guy, had an experiment go very wrong last night, but it was a valiant effort. The former king of Queen Star, Leah Remini, was queen of the dance floor, and I don't know, Carrie Ann even said she was shades of Leah. What did you think of her routine?
I thought it was good. I don't think it was the most memorable show of the evening, but it was good.
Okay, Richard, as you watch Leah, because I know you're watching this for the first time, what do you think of her performance?
Oh, she seems to be moving just fine.
Okay.
I kind of like the little kick up there. That works.
Oh, okay, good.
There you go.
Valerie Harper got a standing ovation, and she's only done one number. Maybe she should team up with her old Mary Tyler Moore pal, Cloris Leachman. You remember her? But she really was much better than Cloris, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
I definitely agree. And she was really inspiring. She had a great attitude. She did a really good time for the first time out.
Okay, so the one to watch, in your opinion?
Well, it's really tricky because you've got the dancers that have a lot of experience, and you've got the ones that are more the normal person. The one to watch would be probably Corbin, as far as the guys.
Okay.
And that Amber, I think, will be the one to watch as far as the interest factor.
Richard, if you could sum up the show, what you've seen anyway in the last 2 minutes.
I think my favorite thing about the show is back when I was married, it allowed me not to have to go home on Monday night.
There you go. Okay, let's wrap up the show. I'll give it a 8. You, Richard? There you go. Stay tuned for next Monday. Carrie.